How's it going, everyone? Parth with Atlanta JDM here to show off another one of our imports, and today we're looking at Leo's 1995 Nissan Atlas. This was a custom order. Leo is on the way to pick it up very soon, so I figured we'd do a quick little video to show it off. We usually go over the cosmetics first. Again, this one's going to have a good bit of them. It is a 25-year-old work truck. Leo did not need a museum piece. He needed something to ride around the farm, run to the store, Home Depot, put some stuff in the back, and this is pretty much perfect. In Japan, it's getting a little harder to find good condition four-wheel drive diesel trucks. You can find them, but finding them, without rust, without mechanical problems, again, we did put some time into this order, and Leo had to make some adjustments. Originally it was for a Toyota Town Ace. We opened it up to other makes and models, and I think ultimately Leo is going to be happy with that decision because this truck is pretty sick. And we'll show it off real quick by doing a lap. Like I said, a 4-cylinder 2.7 liter four-wheel drive 5-speed manual. Just big behemoth of a tank. This bed is probably the longest JDM truck bed we've had in stock. Can't remember the exact measurement off the top of my head, but you can fit a K truck in the back. Fun fact. It's gonna be tight, but it will fit. So again, quick videos, very basic. These trucks are very common in Japan. Again, roll-up windows, no air conditioning, just simply workhorses, and that's what they were meant to be, and that's kind of what Leo wants it to be as well. You can see some cosmetics on the vehicle. Again, we're going to go over as much of it as I can. Again, the majority of it is just going to be, these scrapes, paint fading, chipping, typical just work truck stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. The worst part's probably going to be in the front. Again, I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm not here to judge, but it definitely looks like my dude or somebody ran into a pole, and I don't understand how. I don't know. Driving this truck, being so high up, the visibility is awesome. I don't understand how you can miss anything. But again, you can see on the front, aside from that, like I said, the worst part, just more of that paint, scratching, fading, chipping, typical stuff. Same thing on this door as well. And the bed, you can tell the bed has been used its whole life. It does have some surface rust, some wear and tear. It's got this aftermarket metal cover that the owner had installed. This is why we don't do welding in Japan, because 9 out of 10 times that's what it looks like, and that's why we don't do it here. But regardless, I'll just do a couple of pans for the bed. Again, it's a work truck. Pardon me. It's just so much room back there. It's kind of awkward at first, but it grows on you, I guess. Interior wise, again, it's a work truck. We do offer, cosmetic and interior restoration if that's something you want, but in this case, like I said, Leo did not want something pretty. He wanted something rust free, but he wanted something that, like, this is just common stuff. Driver's side interiors for a lot of these work trucks just get torn up. Again, Leo's not, I wouldn't pay a ton of money to reupholster seats when I know that I'm just taking it on my farm. And again, later on, in its existence, I'm sure Leo will do stuff to it. I'm sure he's got stuff and plans already, but one thing at a time. So again, the interior, Again, couple of rips, couple of tears, fading on the seat. Again, I could have taken this to my upholstery guy, but where is he going to find this pattern? You know, you'd have to basically redo the whole interior in order for it to match. You do have a little bit of drooping right here on the headliner, but with a good shampooing, I think it would really look good. You see dirt and, you know, aging on the sun visor. No air conditioning, unfortunately. That is something we couldn't find, but again, with the condition that we found the truck in, it was a pretty fair trade-off. And we are sitting at 125,206 kilometers. That's around 78,000 miles. And Leo will be driving it back home to Chattanooga. Or I think Chattanooga. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chattanooga. Chattanooga or Knoxville, one of those Tennessee places. A couple of other things that we did for Leo. You know, again, all of our cars get a routine service, whether it's a custom order or a stock car. The biggest thing we did, again, this was not included in our services, but we did notice it. Leo was okay with us taking care of it for a couple of extra bucks. We replaced the entire transmission on this truck. It was definitely getting to it. My guys even said when they were doing the pre-inspection in Japan that it was probably going to be something that needed to be done once we got it to the shop, threw it on a lift. It was definitely something that needed to be done. And again, for a couple of extra $100, they have the parts. We got the guys that can do it. And not only that, doing, you know, a transmission job on a four-wheel drive, anything is just not a fun job to begin with. So we were able to take care of that. I did front pads, front rotors, you know, typical routine stuff. Did all the belts, did all the fluids. We did actually replace the driver's side step cover. We actually had to take care of both door handle regulators, and this is actually a new door handle cover. You know, just minor things that we can do to try to help out Leo so he doesn't have to order this stuff later. And then, you know, nothing too important, but we did replace the rubber on the brake pedal and clutch pedal. Again, very minor stuff. The clutch was the biggest thing that we were all kind of worried about, and it drives great, shifts great. Turns right on every time. Oh, I didn't really say this either in the walk around, but this mirror thing, or this window on the passenger side, I like it a lot. It's pretty genius, actually, because you got a lot of blind spot here. You don't really experience it because you're driving on the left side in Japan as opposed to the right side here of the road. But yeah, this is a huge blind spot, and sometimes in traffic, I don't know, that I like that window. I can't explain why, but tried to. And this is a cab over. Try to show it off. Oh, the other thing too on the interior, hey, you got some cup holders. Everybody that has watched my videos before knows I love my cup holders. And this little cool clipboard thing that's right here, like your little cubby office space. Thought that was kind of cool. Like I said, a 4-cylinder, 2.7 liter diesel. Make a great post-apocalyptic vehicle as well. But I think that's going to be it for Leo's Nissan Atlas. I appreciate everyone tuning in, Leo. I'm excited for you to come pick up your truck. And to anyone else who's interested in placing a custom order, feel free to reach out. We do have a couple of short videos on the channel to explain the process. But if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. We're happy to help out in any way we can. And until next time, we'll see y'all.